I am annoyed. I am stuck in my head forever. I don't want to think. I kinda just want to be. You know when you're hanging out with your friends, having fun, then out of nowhere you get that out-of-body experience, a burst of consciousness, and get sad because this moment is just a moment? I am at my happiest when my head is empty. I want to be who I think I am, and I want to accept life for what it is, blindly. Not to make problems out of nothing, but I do and I will. Not everything has a reason, but I give it so. When I walk down a busy street, my mind goes on a stroll of its own. If I want to take a left, the mind will take a right. A lingering question will come in search of my wandering mind. When does reality begin to feel real? My earliest memory is of being at my grandmother's house and dropping her cutlery drawer. My grandma was angry and disappointed in me, and I felt something more. Almost like before that day, I was an automaton. Before that, I wasn't real. Life has always been real, and I just wasn't yet. My mind was simple and I took it for granted. If only someone told me, the less you know, the better. We have evolved to a point where we know too much. We gain hyper-consciousness and we caught a glimpse of what's behind the curtain. I don't want to know. I never asked to know. Existentialism is unnatural. Now, unnatural doesn't automatically mean bad. It just means odd, strange, abnormal, freakish. Call it enlightenment all you want. I would have rather had been getting dark. It would have been better if life wasn't so abstract. I want the heaviness of the world to not bear so heavy on me. I want my life to not matter so much. Well, I have good news. It doesn't. You and I don't matter. I have come to that conclusion. I'm pretty happy with it. Tell me, is having no meaning really that bad? A lab rat has meaning. Is a lab rat happy? Simply put, we exist because we were forced to live. All this may sound demoralizing, but when you really think about it, I don't think it is. We are like cats. As much as it hurts to say, cats are useless. In the eyes of the universe, the existence of cats does not matter, nor would it be a drastic change if they never existed in the first place. But trust me, the world would suffer and become a lesser place. In the eyes of the universe, nothing matters. I hate the eyes of the universe. I don't care about the eyes of the universe. I don't care how it views me, because it doesn't care about me. When the universe kills me, I'll take him down alongside it because the world ends with me. I still remember my ethics teacher in secondary school saying something like, everyone in the world could die, and life will go on for you, but once you're gone, it's game over. It's true. When I die, everything follows, including you. I know that this way of thinking applies to everyone. There's nothing special about me, but I can never be in a reality where I don't exist, and thus cannot confirm there's a world without me. In theory, there's not a world that can exist without me. I am the root. If that's the case, then what is reality? What is anything? I don't know what you are, but you might not be real. I cannot trust my eyes. I cannot trust my senses. I am alone in my head. Now, the only reason I'll go crazy and legitimately think this way is faith. I have faith that there's a world without me. I have faith that reality is real. I have faith you are a person too. At the very least, I can find comfort in certainty, knowing I am real. I think, therefore I am. But what if I think I'm thinking? Much like how an NPC feigns thinking, like a puppet being puppeteered, what if someone is controlling me? I would be a vessel. I would be their skin, their avatar, and every choice we'd make either would never be ours or would be highly influenced by the host. If so, how much free will do we actually have? Maybe just enough. How would I know I'm real if I think I'm thinking? Or would the host be the real me, therefore I do exist, but not in this reality? This would reduce my current existence to a simple toy, a real-life game of Sims. In the future, it wouldn't surprise me if natural life isn't enough to satisfy us anymore, or our curiosity to the limits of technology brings the age of hyper-reality, making the possibility of life being a simulation not seem so far-fetched. It is almost a guarantee that we will create worlds, building farms of human civilizations to study or for amusement. It's that inevitability that leads to the logical conclusion that we ourselves are already in a giant human ant farm. Everywhere there's someone, Right now, you're being monitored, and ever since you were born, you've been observed. Glare at the stars, and the stars will stare back. If we found out that life is a simulation and our purpose is to serve the greater experiment, would everything be meaningful or meaningless? I know enough to not want to know anymore. There's a certain uneasiness to all this. Or could this paranoia of being observed be the misunderstood feeling of being ignored? Would we realize if we were abandoned? Who's to say they're still there? What if they gave up on us a long time ago? The experiment completed, fulfilling or failing the mission. And when it came time to be unplugged, instead of erasing us out of attachment or laziness, they decided to let the system run on autopilot or something. Slowly over time, reality begins to rot. Or maybe not. Maybe nothing changes. Maybe nothing ever happens. Life would resume, residing somewhere in a server room, unaware of its fate. Like a caged bird in a vacant house on an empty world.